Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we want to take a look at Toxtricity in the current Retro Cup. And you might think, okay, this Pokemon is not as great. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. We're going to take a look at this one here today. This Pokemon definitely very squishy, definitely has a lot of interesting play with Power Punch and Wild Charge. But yeah, today I kind of want to take the video a little bit to talk about the game, a little bit to talk about Inco Battle League, a little bit to talk about the current event that's been going on, which you most likely played at this point anyway for a little bit. As said before, I was not really able to play the entire event, like most of the event, of course. We have like visitors here, like I'm not gonna play Pokemon Go the entire time, but we went out for a little bit for a walk through the city, and so I was able to play a little bit. And honestly, I got quite a lot of good shiny Pokemon with that one. And yeah, Niantic changed the event a little bit compared to what we would have expected from what we had in the in-person event. And basically what happened is that the mighty Pokemon had a lower level than everybody expected. In the paid event, basically, like the in-person event, had 40 to 45, and with Weather Boost 45 to 50 as a level, which was really interesting and definitely helps out quite a bit. And this time around it was just I think from 36 to 45 was like the maximum level for it, which makes them a little bit lower, which made the event, in my opinion, also a little bit lamer. And that's something that I definitely have to say as well. While I didn't play a lot, and while the time that I played I still had fun and was cool and did a lot of raids as well, which was really nice as well. Like I did definitely a solid amount of raids. I think I threw away most of the people already, but raids and age 0 for me is 21 raids. I think I mostly did a little bit more. I don't know, like this event felt a little bit lackluster. That at least is my opinion. This is actually what I want to ask you as well. How did the event feel for you for like the amount of time that I was outside? I definitely got a lot of shinies though. I got a total of 13 shinies. Well, I didn't even really play a lot in most of with Pokemon Go++. So I guess the shiny chance is kind of nice. But of course, if you are used to GoFest have a lot more different kind of spawns. Here you have like very similar spawns and always the same kind of spawn, was just like alternating hours. The event wasn't really for mine. The dynamic sprites I wasn't able to do because they were like I've not seen a single Pokemon player playing this event today. Like while I was outside, haven't seen anyone play Pokemon. So yeah, what am I supposed to do there? Do them alone? So I don't know. Like the event was for me maybe for the first day at least maybe a 6 out of 10. What was it for you? Maybe write it down in the comment section. Would be really interesting for me. But as you can see here, we're gonna like dive to this Pokemon there. And yeah, next up, I kind of want to talk a little bit about the Go Battle League. I feel like, especially the last like 1 or 2 weeks, it felt like very difficult for me to do a little bit of content for this game and for the Go Battle League. And I see it as well with like the views as well. I think it's not only me, I think it's also for the people that play the game. Again, it's the end of the season, which kind of makes sense then that like the motivation is a little bit lower. People are usually already at the rank that they desire. Yeah, people might not be as interested in the meta like the current one where it is just not very balanced. Like basically, Retro Cup was really fun back in the day, but now with a rollout being very overpowered, with Oranguru getting a brutal swing and stuff like this, I feel like you see like the same Pokemon all over again. To be fair, that being said, I feel like the meta changed since I started playing this team here. Like I didn't play this meta for 1 day basically, and since then all of a sudden everybody is running like triple ground and stuff like this. I guess I made also ground type Pokemon a bit more popular as well with one of my videos with my best team before. Like there was basically no ground type Pokemon, but yeah, I feel like definitely it really kind of went towards ground type Pokemon again, which made it very difficult for me to play Toxtricity. That's definitely something that I have to say. Like Oranguru was way more common as well, again, mostly to counter ground type Pokemon. So there has been a bit of a meta shift in my opinion. For the current meta, be aware of this. I've found so many ground and Orangurus basically that it was quite difficult to play Toxtricity today. But also then Toxicity is kind of difficult to play as Pokemon even like the Talonflame are very tricky to deal with because of the damage that it does against you. You have basically, you need to have a Pokemon against it that has basically no fast move pressure. Next opponent here is going to be having their Primeape. I could see, by the way, that Primeape gets nerfed. Maybe not next season, but maybe the season afterwards. The main reason for this is just Raichus is a bit too strong in my opinion. I feel like it's a bit too oppressive and a bit too much that you have to really consider every single time when you build a team, or does it completely lose to Prime if it gets a bit of a boost. So could see that Raytrace gets a little bit of a treatment eventually, but maybe not next season. Also, I was actually expecting that we're going to get some season news today. I have not seen so far. I watched a bit of the regional on the side, which also maybe makes me not do the best plays. I'm also a bit tired. But basically, I did not see them talk about it at all. Usually they would say in the beginning, oh, we're going to talk about it later. Maybe it's still coming. Maybe it's not coming. Maybe we're going to see it just somewhere next week. We're definitely going to see it because the week afterwards, you're going to have the new season already. But yeah, I hope that we get good changes there, because what I have to say is, I looked on YouTube, I looked on my channel, and maybe it's just me, maybe stuff is just different or whatever, but I feel like every single season there is a drop-off on viewers, which I do kind of see quite basically everywhere, I think. Like, of course, as someone on YouTube, I also kind of check out other YouTubers as well for Pokemon Go. And I see this kind of often, I would say, that people just struggle to get any views and whatever. And I would like to hear your opinion about things. Like, of course, I know that you as a viewer, you definitely have like certain things that you like to see and certain things that you don't like to see. And I would really like to know, just also for my channel, what is the most interesting thing that you like to see on like channels? Do you rather have to have like spice? Do you rather have to have top meta teams? Do you want to see like some original picks that might have good play in the current meta? What is the thing that you like to watch the most? Because of course I kind of want to make content for you guys, and it could be also completely different things like analysis videos towards like certain games, or maybe trying to have like top tips or something like this. So if this is interesting for you, then let me know down in the comment section. I would really like to hear your opinion. I just went through like my channel, and I see basically a decrease on viewers for every single season recently of like around 10%, which is of course quite a bit. And yeah, I feel like it's not always my fault, to be fair. I feel like the game doesn't really help PvP recently a lot. Like, I don't really think that there's a lot of support from the game itself. We had a lot of struggles this season with lag, which I feel like was a big impact, at least for me, for my motivation of playing the game. I have to say that the lag, especially also today was insanely clunky, which is mainly mostly because we have the big event going on. But like, definitely was killing my motivation to play at some point as well this season. But yeah, I would really like to know just on how your opinion is towards things. Of course, this week, basically views have been down like the craziest I've ever seen, which I feel like, again, it's like 1 week until we have Great League back, or like until the season is over. Most likely people are just not as interested, but still, it's just something that of course is kind of worrisome for me, kind of interesting for me. I of course want to do the best content for you to see on what you kind of want to watch on this channel, and I do feel I can do a bit of a better job, and I kind of want to just see what you would like to see a bit more of. And yeah, as you're gonna see here, we're going to be able to knock out the Cresselia. Next opponent is going to be another Cresselia, and that's the thing as well. Cresselia is also all of a sudden way more common, which is not too bad for Toxicity, funnily enough. What is bad for Toxtricity is a Oranguru. Oranguru, of course, going to be able to do confusion damage. Yeah, Cresselia, actually, the charge moves are all going to be resistant on Toxtricity, which is kind of cool. But what's my thoughts about Toxtricity in this meta? I feel like it is not good. I honestly, like, as you see in my videos as well, I always talk completely my own opinion in terms of like, I always going to give you my honest opinion on everything. I don't think Toxicity is good in this meta, and I'm actually honestly very disappointed in Toxicity. I was really hoping that this Pokemon has a lot of potential because it looked really good on paper, but since the last time, or like the first time I looked at it, when we had first like some leaks towards in the game, that was before Mud type got buffed, and it's before like basically everything was ground type Pokemon, and it was mainly water and flying type Pokemon around, and the meta just completely shifted, and Toxtricity is, yeah, very difficult, especially in this meta where it's even more towards like ground and psychic type Pokemon and dragon type Pokemon with a lot of fast move pressure. Toxtricity just barely has any play, like literally. Like, I was really struggling using this Pokemon, and I'm totally honest with that. But I'm also honest that I got a positive set with this team as well, before you like think that, yeah, everything went completely wrong. I got a positive set, but I have to say Toxtricity was not the reason for it. Like, this Pokemon was bad, but I also have to say I did not play perfectly today either. Like, there were definitely a lot of battles I would have been able to win, but honestly, today I played the game, it is insanely clunky, and it's just super annoying to play. And I don't even mean this in terms of like I have frame drops that completely decide games or whatever. It is just like every single fast move feels like so kind of delayed to the opponent. And there were definitely a lot of times where also like we're lagging for like half a turn in just the middle of me going for fast move. The opponent goes for fast moves, and I underline and don't get the free fast move in against them, and they go for their own charge move. And it was just annoying to play. Like it's just something that I really don't like. Like I actually don't mind going like 0-5 and stuff like this. I'm not someone who cannot lose anything like this. I always respect when I lose fair and square. What I just don't like is when it's down to lag. Like that's the thing that really kind of annoys me when I play the game. And then it's like, why do you even do the battles then, right? But yeah. Again, there has been a little bit of improvement, I feel like, recently. I feel like it's just most likely today, mainly because of the event that is going on. But again, also let me know down below, how did the event go for you? Let me know how many shinies did you get, and did you get any good Pokemon as well? I saw a lot of people getting, of course, a lot of hunters with the mighty Pokemon. That's the one benefit of them. They were still, I think, 13 minimum in terms of the IVs, which of course is great. Like that is definitely a very cool thing to happen. To be fair, like I think Mighty Pokemon is a great feature. I feel like Mighty Pokemon could be just available the entire time, just as a rare spawn that could have like just be there. But also just for future events, I think it's going to be great. By the way, this battle here is going to be an interesting one. I made a big mistake by going for a ground type move against a flying type Pokemon. I have to say, I wasn't playing to my fullest potential today. I definitely wasn't. If you saw the video recently on my girlfriend's channel, where we played so well some battles, I really did great plays there, or like gave great suggestions for plays there, but today was not the day here for me. But still, we're going to be able to get to another Fire Punch here, and this is going to be enough to take the KO with one more fast move, and we can win the battle. Moving on to the next opponent, we're going to have here the Medicham. We're going to try our best and go ahead and go for the Toxtricity. This is going to be a very solid answer. As they do some super effective fast move damage, we're still going to be able to punish them here, hopefully, with some wild charge damage, but it's not going to happen. And here, by the way, this is going to be one of the games that I definitely threw away. I'm sorry about this one. That is my own fault. You see me not stopping into anything. I was just too distracted from the regional stream right now. I just watched the Sacramento regional stream. You actually saw me last second click on the correct Pokemon to go into, and the game still put me into the, yeah, what's called the digger speed here, and I just gonna lose with that. Like there's nothing that I can really do with that one. I just went into the wrong Pokemon with that, which is really annoying, of course. I got the attack drop there. I can still try my best here to win just with the Charger Bug, but as we will see, they're going to have the Talonflame in the back, which actually would have been fine for me if I got the shield down or like got some energy beforehand, which I just went into my on Charger Bug, I would have been fine. But you're also going to see in the back there's going to be a Pokemon that I would have been easily able to deal with just my Charger Bug, and I would have had such a great time here today. But I didn't, and that is mainly down to me making horrible misplays there. Definitely horrible misplay from me a lot of times here today. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is, again, the last few bits of this cup. It's the last few bits of the season. I don't really want to really talk too much about the stuff. But yeah, as you're going to see here, the opponent's going to have now a Rangaroo against us. We were a bit late with a swap out, but we're still going to be able to go ahead and get Exeter onto them, get the shield from the opponent, and that's going to be very good for us. As we're going to see here, we're going to use no shield. Bruce Wing is coming through. We can still go for another Exeter eventually, but I actually decided to let the move go through as well here to get both shields from the opponent, basically. I forced the opponent to go for a shield here, otherwise they're going to go down, and they're just going to lose everything. And the shield is definitely the best play for them to go for, but it's also totally fine for me because I kind of just want to set up my Toxtricity to hopefully win the game with this Pokemon. But we have to see here, Trailblaze is coming through. That's totally fine. We can overfarm up to 100 energy. Scorching Sands is going to now connect against the opponent. This is going to allow us to now get the KO, and we're going to see the Jump Love coming back in. And there's going to be a total easy victory now because we're still going to have our Toxtricity, and we get some nice energy here, and we're going to be able to resist every single hit. I still decided to use a shield here because I just want to be a bit careful. But in hindsight, like it's not something that we needed to do, because now they're going to have in the back here. Look at this, and we're going to have we're going to have the Licky, and we're going to have also now the Wild Charge that is coming in next, which is going to be lovely, as this is going to one-shot the opponent. Very bulky Pokemon, getting one-shot is kind of mad, and we can win the last battle. Again, Toxicity was fun to run, but the game wasn't really fun today. Again, that's more of a talkative episode here today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. See you tomorrow with a normal video, and yeah, bye-bye.